TikTok, the best place to get your fix of every source of information. Cute dogs, funny sketches, the loss of human life, silly cat falls on rug, pranks on my husband, the world is ending if we do not stop climate change. Yeah, whatever. But then there's food. Lots and lots of food. TikTok has a lot of food. In fact, over the years, I've saved a lot of recipes. Have I made any of them? No. All that changes today. Because today, I'm gonna be... this is the part where it's so that the intro, it's gonna cut. So the first recipe is scallion oil chili noodles. I sure hope this doesn't contain any pepper, because that would be too spicy for me. I'm a white. All right, for this recipe, you'll need 3 scallions, garlic, chili things, Korean brown sugar. Now, you might be wondering, what's the difference between Korean brown sugar and regular brown sugar? Well, this one has Korean on it. Soy sauce and dark soy sauce, white pepper, and noodles. I got these Pakchem fresh noodles from a Korean market. They're fresh. Unlike your dirty dick. So first thing you need is to separate the scallion whites from the greens. I thought MLK had fought for change, but some traditions can't be broken. Once separated, you want to take the greens and tear them into little threads. Then fry the whites in 3 tablespoons of oil until browned. Make sure to use a long utensil to move it around because the whites will not go down without a fight. Once those pale bastards get some color, toss them out and throw in the scallion greens. These guys are quite thin, so move them around a bunch so that you feel like you're actually doing something. Once browned, take them out and start on the noodles. Boil some water and follow the package instructions on how to cook them. Mine took 5 to 6 minutes. I usually don't last this long. Meanwhile, it's time for the sauce. Into the pan, toss in the garlic and move it around quite quickly until fragrant. Then immediately toss in the soy sauce, the dark soy sauce, the brown sugar, the chili crunch things, the white pepper. Hurry up, the sauce is burning. Heat then on a medium heat until the sugar is dissolved and sauce is thickened a bit and bubbly. Then toss your nudes onto a plate and cover them in that delicious, thick sauce.
This one good smells like.
Put on the burnt little strands of grass, and boom, you're a professional chef. This shit was straight on, no cap, no kizzy, on God, straight gas. This was a victory royale in my mouth. 9.5 out of 10.
Sucks.
Next, we have steak with cured egg shavings. I chose this recipe because the TikTok starts off like this.
You see this? It looks like Play-Doh.
I love Play-Doh. Put that in my mouth. So, to begin the recipe, we need egg. I'm gonna use 3 egg because it's all I have. Now separate the egg whites from the yolks. I like to move it around in my hand. That way, similarly to the dust from a Cheeto, I have a snack for later. Once the yolks are separated, put them in a bowl next to one another. Aw, look at those little guys. Then make a mixture of 50% salt and 50% sugar. I'm a bougie bitch, so the only salt I had was cherry smoked salt. I'm better than you. Mix it up, then lay a bed of the mixture for a little egg to sit on. Quick note, when putting the egg yolks onto the mixture, be careful not to puncture the yolk membrane. Puncturing the yolk membrane would be very embarrassing for you, and all the chefs around the world would begin calling you Little Yolk Boy. Do you want that? Do you want to be called Little Yolk Boy? Thankfully, this is all make-believe, and this never happened. Now cover the egg yolks with the sugar salt mixture and put the whole thing in the fridge and let it sit for 5 days. Now, it's time for the steak. Now, I don't want to brag, but I'm subscribed to Gordon Ramsay's masterclass, so I've learned a thing or two about cooking steak. It's imperative you pay close attention to this next part, because I'll only explain it once. Great, so now that it's cooked at the perfect temperature, egg time. And wow, look at it, it's...
Am I allowed to talk?
Sure, I mean, it's all over voiceover.
It looks like a litter box.
So clean up the eggs a little bit, and wow, look at this. It's like it knows it's better than me. This looks like something I would be charged $100 for at a Michelin star restaurant. Why do tires give out food awards? Now grab a grater and grate the egg onto the steak. Wow, look at it all. It's like a bunch of gold shavings, but instead of gold shavings, it's a raw egg? Is this safe? Shove it into your stupid pig mouth. I've gotta say, this shit was valid. This next recipe is steak and eggs. For this, you'll need 2 ingredients: steak and eggs. In this thing. Now, even though the ingredients are simple, it's not about the ingredients. It's about the chef. First, grab a cast iron skillet and preheat it until it's smoking hot, like boobs. Then toss the steak on there, season it, and get a nice crust going. Once you cook the steak, it's time for the egg dumpling. Toss a couple eggs in a bowl, season with salt, then whisk them together. Now, the egg dumpling requires a lot of dexterity and masterful focus.
Okay, so I'm just gonna. All right, here we go. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab. All right, so we're just gonna. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and grab it here. Just gonna go ahead and.
So, although I nailed it the first time, it's okay if it takes you a couple tries. Now, there was a cheese sauce part to this recipe, but it looked like a lot of work, and also, instead of describing the ingredients, the guy just talks about the food as if he were trying to fuck it.
No more mandates and mystery meats. We're taking 4 courses of freedom with a side of steak and eggs.
Yeah, that's great, man. What is that? A shallot? Anyway, boom. Egg wrapped around steak. Looks like shit. This one tasted a lot like a steak omelet, but in a different shape. It's like a steak omelet, but in a different shape. And that's it. So, what did we learn today? Cooking recipes can be quite fun. I mean, the food was delicious, and I got to use ingredients in ways I could never even imagine. Now, will I do it again? No. No, ordering DoorDash is much easier, and money isn't real. Take care.
Hey, watch this with me. Focus? Are you focusing?
Yeah.
What are you recording?
Nothing.
What is that?
Nothing.
What the fuck?